تو اونجا بری داره دیگه، همه دو خوردی داره دیگه. ما فکر کنم برسیم اینجا بیایی یا من برم برسیم سرسکا.
الان من میخوام در مجموع جمع ببندم مشکلاتی که این مردم داشتن. مشکل اول مشکل خونه هست، کار، دکتر، سپورت فامیلی بعد از کم، من و مدرسه بچه‌ها. من الان میخوام از اینجا دولت مجارستان میخوام اینا رو به چالش بکشم. اینا دفتر حمایت از حقوق کودکان بیاد ببینه وضعیت کودکان ها. اینا تو کل دنیا داد میزنن حمایت از کودکان. حمایت کودکان سومالیا رو میبینید ولی اینجا رو نمیبینید. شما مشکل پولی که مهاجر دریافت میکنه، شما بیاین تورم نسبت به چند سال پیشتون رو حساب بکنید، نسبت به الان حساب بکنید. شما یک روغن چند درصد قیمتش رفته بالا؟ با کدوم فرمول شما حساب میکنید این مهاجر پول میدید؟ رو چه حسابی این پولی که شما میدید رو کدوم فرموله؟ فرمولتون اگر 2 سال قبل تثبیت شده الان این فرمول کارآمد نیست. مسئله مشکل مهاجرین در مجارستان بیش از حد هست. از حد گذشته. این مشکل یک مردم افغان نیست، مشکل یک سومالیایی هم هست، مشکل ایرانی هم هست، مشکل عرب هم هست. اینا از بقیه قشر مردم که نیومدن، اینا از ترس اسناد خودشون نیومده، ولی ما جون به لب شدیم اومدیم پاپا همش هم هست.
Hello everybody, we are the refugees that we are in Hungary, and now we are together to show our feeling, our problem to the TV. Really, in Hungary we have got many problems. Since we entered in Hungary, we got many problems. For example, yes, we are refugees. We escaped from our country because of those political problems and other problems. For example, family conflict, political problems, and many hard problems. And now we are here, and we ask asylum. And okay, now we are Altamazon refugee in Hungary, but they don't want to support us, and they put us a small place in a camp. And after 6 months or maximum 1 year, they want to put us in the road. So what will happen for us? What will happen for the children or for my children? We don't know what to do. The Hungarian government doesn't want to support the people, the refugees. We don't know what to do. Now we are here, and this meeting is, we want to resolve the problem, what to do, finally, what will happen. Hungary should change the law, because in other Schengen country, really they support the people as long they independent their life, but here no.
بعدش هم گفتن بعد از 6 ماه شما رو بیرون می‌کنن.
And they told me after the 6 months they will put me on the road or street. So what can I do?
بعد از 6 ماه کجا برم؟
After these 6 months where can I go?
نه زبان بلده.
Without knowing the language, without having the place to stay. And at the moment it's winter and it's cold.
واقعا مشکله.
Really, it's a big problem.
این مشکلی که الان ما دارم بیان میکنم مشکل کل کمپ.
This is not just my problem, and this is a public problem for every Afghan refugee in this camp.
اینجا برای شما خانه میده، یک چند وقتی به اون خانه که برای شما به اونجا میتونید.
So what has been told and what actually happened are completely different, because when he was sent to Bicske, they told him that you should go out of the camp after 6 months, and you should find the place by the help of military.
فعلا نه اون چیزایی که به ما قول داده نه 6 ماه اون بر ما تمدید میکنن نه اون خانه‌ای که گفته نه اون خانه بر ما فعلا میدیم که باید خودتون خانه بگیرین کلی گپایی که بر ما زد رو اول اینا کلش دروغ بوده بر ما هیچ کمکی نمیشه بعد 6 ماه ما الان دو دیگه وقت خراب شه باید بری بیرون من الان نه پولی دارم نه کسی دارم نه کاری دارم بعد 6 ماه کجا بریم چیکار کنیم
They all lied to us because what they said was different from what actually happened because they were promised that even after the 6 months they would provide them a house from Benedict, he says, and now they're telling them to find a house by themselves, and 2 months from now his permission to stay in the camp would be finished, would be terminated, and he doesn't know what to do.
سیر از جنگ که گرفتین با خلاف که گرفتینش اون برخورد که ما میکنن.
He's saying that immigration office and the social workers here are acting like we are war prisoners.
ما رفتیم شخصا خودم وقتم تمام شد 3 نفر خانواده وقتم تمام شد که پیش از این که ما تظاهرات بکنیم یک نامه روی کردیم به بودافکی از پس کاغذ به ما رای کرد که نمیشه خود ما رفتیم حضوری صحبت کردیم به ما کاغذ داد که شما میتونید زنایتان در یک جای بره زندگی بکنه قطع معتادا خودتان هم قطع معتادا در بوداپست میتونید دیگه جای زندگی کنید ولی به بچهای ما همین در نظر نگرفتن که او کجا زندگی بکنن.
He's saying 3 of us went to immigration office to ask where they can live after Bicske camp, and the immigration office gave them 2 addresses, one for female homeless shelters and the other one for males.
So basically they're separating a family.
Separating the family, and they were saying that the children will live with the mother.
داخل کمپ هستم چی فایده داره که همش مثلا دور بر ما همشهری ما فقط زبان خودمون در بین خود
صحبت. But it's not useful when we are in a camp and we speak in our language and we don't learn the language in the camp. If they put us in a city, we can be independent and it is better.
اگر ما خانه در بیرون داشته باشیم در بین مردم باشیم ما زودتر هم زبان یاد میگیریم هم راه کار پیدا میکنیم هم همه چی.
If they put us in a city with Hungarian, we can learn the language very fast. We can find a job.
باشه نه که مثلا اینجا با بدبختی و بیچارگی با گشنگی و سرگی.
He is asking from human rights organizations and UN to take care of them because they want their children to prosper and learn the language and can live in the society.
First of all, I want to learn the language, and secondly, I want to go to university because I want to learn the culture of Hungary because I would live in Hungary. So it's better first. I know I have a knowledge about the Hungary, about everything about the culture, and because I want to be an educated person.
اومدیم تو این کمپ دنبال کاراش گرفتم گفتم بلکه چیز چه عملش کنیم حالا از اون تاریخ 8 ماه گذشته هیچ کاری واسه من نکردم.
So 1.5 years ago they diagnosed that their child have a heart condition. She should have surgery, but because they were not recognized as refugees, they could not do anything about that. But after 5 months, they promised that she would receive the medical care. And they moved to Bicske, but 8 months passed and nothing happened yet.
اینا مدرک اسنادشه تاریخی که من تو کمپ دبرسن بودم اولین بار مراجعه کردم
in the camp Debrecen about recognizing that she has heart problems.
بعد تو کمپ دبرسن بودیم یه تکت که باید به من بدن تا بوداپست بیام واسه که ببینن تشخیص بدم مریضیش که حتی یه تکت هم به من ندارن.
And they did not even provide the tickets for them to go to doctor in Budapest when they were in Debrecen.
اون موقع چون من اتریش تو پارت شده بودم هیچ پولی هم به من نمیدادن خیلی تو مشکل بودم.
and because they were deported from Austria, they would not receive any money from the Hungarian government.
وقتی که اومدیم تو این کم گفتن که ما رسیدگی میکنیم به مشکلات از اون موقع 7 ماه گذشته هنوز هیچ کاری نکردن. هر روزم که مراجعه میکنم امروز فردا در حالی که باید اینا هر ماهی باید چک
پناهندگی چند ساله گرفتن؟
5 سال.
Even though they were recognized as refugees, they did not receive any medical care after 8 months.
بعد دیگه این مدرسه این بچه من با یه بچه مگری چه فرقی داره که بچه من صبح ساعت 10 میره 10 میره کلاس تا ساعت 1. اینم از کلاس اول دوم هستن سوم هستن چهارم هستن همه تو کم یه جا درس میخونن.
He's asking what is the difference between my child and an Hungarian one, because they cannot even study properly. All the children will study in the same room from different grades.
دکتر نبردن. یادم داره باباش دعوا کرد که تا آمبولانس آمد اینو برد و برگشتن و خود ما آوردیم.
خب وقتی شما تو کمپ تمام شده؟
کمپ خلاص شده.
My time in camp has finished and my baby was sick and I asked the security to help me and they behaved me very well and I made a fight and they called an ambulance for my baby. After a fight, when we behave very well, they don't call an ambulance for me. But when I made the fight, they called the ambulance.
سوالی که من کشور مجارستان هستم اصلا کسی نگفته من به ایران بدم کلا نیزه نظر دکتر بود پول میدادن عجیب خود ما آمدیم به اروپا که بشر دوستانه ما بشر دوستی ندیدیم ما تو از ایران تا اینجا رسیدیم گشنگی کشیدیم تشنگی کشیدیم به کوه‌ها رفتیم به دشت‌ها رفتیم شب نصف شب به زیر برف و بارش بدیم تا خود به کشور هستیم که اروپا بشر دوسته ولی ما بشر دوستی ندیدیم.
He's saying his daughter has a problem with her leg, and in Iran they had to pay themselves to take care of that, and they walked many forests, they walked many mountains, they had many voyages and to come to Europe and to see human rights, but they have not seen any human rights.
از کم بریم بیرون با این پول ناچیزه که اینا با ما میدن ما با کدامش رسیدگی بکنیم.
He has 4 children. The eldest one, his daughter actually, has diabetes, and he's saying with that money I don't know how to take care of her.
دیگه خواهش میکنم که به ما کمک بکنن که ما از این وضعیت بدی که در کشور داریم نجات بدیم.
He's asking for the help of people to get out of this condition.
باره که دلش میخواد بخرم این وضعیت بچه من این طفل من دستای زیر نگاه کنید 1 سال است که من به هنگری هستم به 1 سال من روزگارم روزی که من از بدترین جاها از بدترین کوها از بدترین راهها از بدترین خانه‌های قاچاقبر که بودم به این وضعیت نبودم اما به هنگری از بس که میکروب است از بس که کثیفی است از بس نارسیدگی است این وضعیت بچه است.
She's saying that with the 6,000 forints she cannot buy her children clothes, she cannot buy them food, and she's not even want to buy luxury things for him. But the condition of the camp is so bad and it is so dirty that you can see what happens to the skin of children.
خیلی بیشتر از اینا ما داریم این تنها وضعیت من نیست هر بچه که ببینی وقتی بستنی رو میبینن دست پاشون میلرزن وقتی دیسکو میرن فقط دوست دارن چیزی رو که دوست دارن یک پاکت چیپس بخرن اما از اینه ما نمیشه که ما پاکت چیپس به 300 یا 250 فرود برشون بخریم.
When the children see in Tesco or in other shops see ice cream or even a bag of chips, we cannot afford it to buy them anything.
ولكن meghallja, megöli, hall, mi hallja. Légy szíves, valóban segítség! Légy szíves, valóban segítség! Légy szíves! Légy szíves! Hogy segítség! Hogy segítség! Házat kérünk! Házat kérünk! Mindent kérünk! Mindent kérünk! Hogy minden van! Minden van! Minden van!
ندارم یا میخوای باش حرف بزن اصلا نمیذاره حرف بزنه میگه ندارم چی میخوای
So he has three complaints about the medical care in the camp. One is the hours that the doctor stays is really short, and the other one is that they do not have any medicine even for toothache, and the third one is that he's saying that in any case we are Muslims and we would like to have a female doctor to take care of the women in the camp.
Today I went to the doctor in the camp, but they put me outside of the room and they say it's okay, you don't have any problem.
مشکلات دومم که از نای گوش من فلج هستم گوشم تکلیف داره.
And I have a problem with my ear. I cannot with two of my ear I cannot hear exactly perfectly.
و مدت هاست که من رنج میگیرم به اثر لط و کوب طالبایی که حساب مادم اونجا بودم حساب زدن گوشم فلج شده.
And I have a problem because when I was in Afghanistan, the Taliban beat me very bad.
در 3 سال که من در مجار هستم به پاناینده هستم و هیچ نوع کمک نکردن برای من.
In these 3 years in Hungary, the government and Hungary, they didn't help me for my problem because of my problem.
همه گوشم عفونت داره شبا صدا میکنم و خو ندارم.
And now I have an infection inside of my ear. I cannot even sleep at night.
دکتر نوشته اسپیشال چیلدرن دکتر باید بره. تا حالا روان نکردن. تاریخش نگاه کنین، امروز نگاه کنین.
This is the date and it is saying here that he should go to a special doctor, but he has not yet been sent. He is saying what will happen if something happens after the hours the doctor stays. The doctor usually stays until 11:30 or 12, and he is saying that I have a personal clinic to take care of. And he's saying, what if someone dies, or what if someone will have a grave situation, and who will take care of that?
بالا مرگ بودم این نقطهش ای هم قبلش که رفتم پول دادم گرفتم.
مال شما هستین؟
بله این مال من این هم کارتمه. بالا مرگ بودم نقطه داده رفتم آزاد گرفتم پولش دادم.
مال چی بوده مشکل؟
مال مریضی خودمه.
نه چی بوده مریضی؟
مریضیم تمام بدنم درد میکرد پایم درد میکرد افتاده بودم هیچ نمیفهمیدم.
Because of mental pressures that he had difficulty. He had a lot of difficulties. His body was all aching, and the doctor in the camp told him that I will prescribe you some medicine, but you should buy it yourself.
مشکلات بگو یکی دوتام نیست.
The problem is not one or two. We have many problems.
وزارت کار که مثلا ما کلا رفتیم نامنویسی کردیم. وقتی که مثلا خودشان کمک نکنن برای ما کار پیدا نکنن.
And about the job, we went to the office and we signed up for a job, but they don't help. When they don't help, so how can we have a job?
مهاجرین دیگه که میبینم شاید زندگی ما از اینا بدتر باشه نه بهتر.
And second of all, he is saying that everyone here in this room and every Afghan knows job by heart. He's a chef himself, but he's saying that he cannot prove it because he does not have a certificate for that. He's saying that he knows for 3 or 4 occupations, and one is he was a chef, he was a driver, he worked in construction buildings, but he's saying that he cannot work here because he does not have proof of that. He does not have a document to prove that he can work.
خانه داشته باشه که اونجا تو زندگی میکنه.
His wife died and his 3.5 years old child is living in Iran. A 5-year-old child is living in Iran. He has not seen the child since 3.5 years ago, and the reason he came to Hungary is because that he wanted to bring the child to Europe. But he's told now that he cannot do this because first of all he should have a job, and second of all that first of all he should have a job that the income is about around 80 to 150,000.
So he also has the 5 years.
Has the 5 years, and the second thing is that he should have a place to stay.
They have a hard law about this invitation for family. It should be we should have too much money and we should have a good job to invite our family. But in Hungary, when they don't support us and they don't give the job, they don't teach us language, so how can we invite our family?
خب در نظر شما مثلا مجاری دارین شما 300,000 کار بکنن یا 350,000 کار بکنن مثلا یه حرفی که به ما میزنین؟
Even in Hungary, a Hungarian citizen cannot find 300,000 forint in a month. So how can we find it without the knowledge about the Hungary, without the knowledge about the language? So what should we do?
They were told that they cannot ask to bring them here.
از شما خواستم که 300 لک پول اینجا داشته باشین، کار کنین، خانه داشته باشین، یک خوب کار داشته باشین، باز میتونی یه را بخواید.
نمی مجارستان کار کجاست؟ که ما 3 لک
ماره.
So they are saying that they were told that if you have a job here, if you can pay for yourself, then you can ask for them. Otherwise, you can't.
از دمو جمع کنیم خانه بگیریم، پس از اوش تو کار بخوایم، باز برای کامل میلا نکردیم، برای کم سایه ایلا کردیم. 3 سال میشه ما از اوش تو کم بیرونم.
استاد نزیاد نمیره که برو ایلا کردیم. آخری پادر است. دل درد میکنه اوش تو که بیغم پیش باشه. میگه تو نمیتانی بخوایی، چطور نمیتانم بخوایی. من اینجا قبول شدم. از کجا کنم پول که باش تو که 3 لک اینجا موانه داشته باشم، کار سپی داشته باشم، خانه خود داشته باشم، بس از اوش تو بخوام.
She is saying that where can they find a job in Hungary, and even if they can find a job in Hungary, they will not have enough money. And they responded inhumanly that you cannot ask for your children to be sent here to Hungary. You cannot ask for them to be reunited with you.
میگه به خاطری که شما درس یاد بگیرین شما باید اینجا باشین. خب در حالی که معلمش میاد 45 دقیقه درس میده.
They say you must learn the language, but when the teacher comes to the course, just it is for 40 minutes and it is finished and it is not useful.
راجع به مکتب از اینا. مکتب.
And about the school?
مکتب. وقتی که مثلا تعیین کرده خیلی کمه.
They don't teach us through. The education is not okay.
کار اگر نداره خانه سرپناه داره ولی ما متاسفانه که همرم نداریم.
He's saying that the government or whoever responsible is asking for a lot of things. They are asking us to go to the classes that does not to the classes which do not exist. And when we are asking that provide us with support and a place to stay, they are saying that this is it.
داخل اتاق شپش داشت.
and in the room we have found some dangerous insects.
که بعد ما گفتیم این اتاقش پیش داره انگار که ما دروغ میگیم حرف ما باور نکردن.
When I told them and I report them, they didn't believe me.
و گفتن برای ما اگر شما راست میگی بردار بیار که ما 2 دانه 3 دانه گرفتیم براشون.
Even they told me bring the insects and show it to us and I did it.
خوابیدم به خاطر بچه‌م. دوباره اومدم مرخص شدم از بیمارستان یه هفته باز دوباره تو خونه بودم.
So when she came back from France, they sent her and the children to a basement, and the ventilation was awful and it was so dirty that they had to take the child to the hospital. And then after that she became ill and she spent 2 weeks in the hospital. He is saying that the way that they are treating us is is even worse than animals. A cat died in the camp and the nurse was asking who killed the cat. And she's accusing them of killing the cat. But if we have a disease or if something happens to us, no one is there to take care of us.
دیگه 6 ماه است. هیچ پولی به ما تعلق نمیگیره. ولی هر چیم که از سوسیال میریم میخوایم بگو از پارلمان بخوایم.
From last month till now they did not receive any money, and he's saying that I have 2 children. One is 3 years old and the other one is 6 months. And when they go to social workers or to the manager of the Bicske camp, they will tell them to go and ask it from parliament.
سرد زن و بچه آمدیم گوشنه هیچ کی اصلا پرسان ما نکردن.
On that day when we were in front of parliament in that weather and with the children and with the women, no one came from the parliament to see what was our plea, what we were asking, and why is no one concerned about this.
که از بس که اعتراض کردیم مجاری‌ها رو بیرون کرد یه دونه اتاق داد به من.
The houses in the camp were rented to Hungarians, but they pursued it, and because of the demonstrations they threw them out and they accepted to let them in.
دیگه این مشکلات تازگی مردمی که میایه اگه مشکلات نداشته باشه مرض ندارن که بیان که مثلا چیز کنن که
We really had a problem. That's why we escaped from our country and we came into the Europe and we asked asylum, but now they must help us.
حالا کشورهای بالا اگه میبودیم خود رسیدگی میکرد بر بچه‌های ما برای خودمون.
In other European countries like Germany, Austria or they help, but here in Hungary they don't help.
دیگه از کشور مجارستان خواهشمندیم که برای مهاجرینی که در اینجا هستن
We are asking from Hungarian government, please help us and see our problem and justice. Thanks.
خب ببین نبین حرفایی که دوستامون گفتن حرف زیاد مشکلات خیلی زیاد امیدوارم که اینا فیلم رو نمیدونم چیز نباشه رسیدگی بشه مشکلات.
She's saying that we have a lot of complaints and we hope that it doesn't only stay on the film and someone will do something about it.
واقعا اینجا به ذلت باید زندگی کنی نمیشه زندگی کرد.
He's saying the condition of living here is really poor, without language and without any job. How can they live? If they cannot provide us job, if they cannot provide us a place to stay, then we are asking from EU to do the same thing that did to Greece, to Hungary as well.
حقوق ما واقعا زیر پای میشد. ما آمدیم اروپا. الان میام اروپا. آیا واقعا حقوق بشر همیشه که هنگری داره؟ این سوال است. اینو باید جواب بده.
This year the Nobel Prize was given to EU, and when they were living in Afghanistan or Iran, the conditions were really poor, and they were always asking what is human rights. And now that they are in Europe, is this the human right they are talking about?
پاسپورت داریم، آیدی کارت داریم، به درد نمیخوره. ویجی اروپا بریم مثلا اروپا بریم آلمان ارچه کنه میگه شما به این پاسپورت نمیتونید کار کنید.
He is saying there are many things wrong in the camp, and I wish the human rights watchers can come and see the condition they are living in.
در افغانستان از دیگه کشورها اومده بودن میگفتن کمکتان میکنیم. حالا ما که در قلب اروپا اومدیم در پیششان اومدیم کسی نیست به داد ما برسه.
Ironically, she is saying that when we were in Afghanistan, NATO and EU came to Afghanistan to help us, but now that we are in EU, no one is helping us.
این مابین را پیاده روی آمدن به یوای سیاه سرد این کل سازمان ملل به کجا؟
And we basically ask for the same rights of other refugees in other countries. We want to have the same rights like other refugees. We are asking from UNHCR and EU or those who can hear us to help us.
نداشته باشیم اینجا از کشور خودمون خارج نمی‌شدیم اینجا بیایم. ما خیلی مشکل داریم. وضعیتمون از هر نظر اینجا خرابه. لطفاً کمکمون کنن.
If we did not have any problems in Afghanistan, we wouldn't have come to Hungary, and we have seen a lot, and we are seeing a lot. Please help us with the situation.
Thank you.
ما رفتیم فعلا ما رفتیم ما دیگه ما مسائل خود
Minden segítse! Magyarországnak minden van! Magyarországnak minden van! Nekünk nincs semmi! Nekünk nincs semmi! Nekünk nincs semmi dolgunk! Nekem nincs semmi dolgunk! Légy szíves segítség! Légy szíves segítség! Kérünk házat! Kérünk házat! Kérünk